Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first-round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll test the right side here. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Sticking with the running game. They stop him with the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
First down here for this offense. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Testing the right side here. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Missouri. And now here comes the point after attempt. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. It's a run. Running back's got it. Breaks loose at the 45. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects a team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Motion now from the tight end. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now they get set to kick it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Looking to throw it on first down. Pressure is coming. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Powers through a tackle. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And the offense gets a chance to start with a short field. Handoff from the shotgun. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Getting set. Here's second down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Dropping back. It's Connors. Just trying to get rid of it. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And he knocks it right through the uprights.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. And the runner takes off to his right. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
To the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And there's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's escaping the pocket now. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he'll be brought down.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri. Kicking team on now for the extra point. Extra point makes it a 5-point game. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the The Auburn offense back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Defense is coming after him. They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back to pass. It's Connors. Lets it fly to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackled at the 35. Good enough for a first down.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Checks this down to the running back. Gets into space at the 50. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. Gets the first down in the process.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
But the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. Just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Now it's second down here. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there. They were able to knock it loose.
So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
And he's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, that's exactly why you dial up a screen. The defense is over-committing to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and, man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
The offense really clicking against this battle defense. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And looking to throw now on first down. And he lofts it deep over the middle. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Breaks both one tackle but couldn't escape. Dropped for a sack.
Boy, great job up front by this Auburn defensive lineman. Kind of that rare combination of defensive linemen you see often in the SEC, where they have great size and power, but incredible quickness. And Auburn has sure had plenty of those over the years.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. 3rd down now. They'll hand it off. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. They bring the punter onto the field now. And they'll kick it away here. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Good throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And he's tackled after the catch.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. To the air, it's Connors. Running out of time in the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Cruz. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I'd love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here comes a handoff. Fighting him off. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And here's the handoff. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Second down play coming up. And they'll use the ground game here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Caught in the backfield. It's Webb. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get this second half underway. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. He's looking deep here. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of the offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down after that previous play. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Finding space at the 20. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends, they're really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You could see what he does.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Coach deciding to go for the two-point conversion to tie the score right here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it into the end zone. That conversion will tie up this game. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. From the shotgun, drops back, trying to extend the play. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, we talked to the defensive coordinator, Chris, before the game about how they worked a lot on the scramble drill this week just to be able to contain him. The coach has to be pleased with how they performed on that play.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He's running out of time here. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner will be brought down. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
You know, the quarterback looks like he makes the right read, but I got to tell you, I think he underestimated the speed of this defense and how quickly they were able to get to him to prevent him from picking up the first down.
And that will bounce and roll out of bounds, so no return. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. He finds his man. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short to the 27. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Good enough for first down yardage. And now from the pistol formation. Receiver in motion now. We'll try to run it with the option. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Just complete domination here by this Auburn defensive lineman, able to come up with that sack. And Chris, think about it, over the years since you and I have been doing college football, well, way back, the guys that Auburn's had, like Andre Bruce, such an electrifying pass rusher off the edge. Tracy Rocker, more from the inside. Nick Fairley, another guy that could dominate. Boy, Auburn's had some great ones.
Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Looking to pass. It's Connors. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Ball handed off. And that run produces a decent gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. On the run here, lets it go. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
4th down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Coach decides to go for it on this fourth down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and go get a touchdown.
First down, looking to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
So second down after the incompletion. To the air, it's Connors. Receiver makes the catch, and he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Running play called on third and short. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. The attempt is no good. He missed it. And with the miss, remain tied.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made after a big gain. It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. They snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught near the sideline. It's Webb. He's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time he decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Going the other way, can they stop him?
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Big throw caught on the left side. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
First down and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up the first down.
Auburn now operating in the red zone. And now the handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Touchdown Tigers. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead. They will try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. This drive is important. The last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. It's a run to the left. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And here comes a deep shot. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He's moving out of the pocket. Under pressure, just lets it go. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Breaks loose at the 45. An explosive play. Big game. Spotted down near the 37. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side. Able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Auburn getting set for the 1st and 10 now. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down and the crowd really getting into it. They're going to run it. He's got room looking for the end zone. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. And they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Hey, positive yards here. 4th quarter, trailing really close to the 2-minute mark here. But I love the fact he's able to get out of bounds, preserve that clock. Let's see if they can take some shots downfield to get points on the board.
Receiver makes the grab, and he will be stuffed for no gain. Second down after that completion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Now the defense has got it going the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense adds 6 points. And they'll set up now for the extra point drop. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner heads out of bounds. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. And he's hit right as he throws it to be complete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Just a great job by this defense to knock that ball loose and get a critical turnover here late in the game, working with the lead. You get the ball back to your offense, and now a chance to secure victory.
What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.